What's up, guys? We're back. It's Ugly Sweater Thursday and the Thirsty Thursday talk discussion from Lemon Vapes. Alright, so this Thursday we're going to be discussing a few topics, one of which was the main thing that we did last week. We went to Arizona and stayed with my uncles in Phoenix. It was a very fun trip. We got to relax, and thank God we stayed in their...
It was very hot.
We stayed in their basement with air conditioning that was on literally 24/7. If you walked outside, you'd be slapped in the face with a heat wave that was about 100, anywhere between 100 to 110 degrees.
Yes.
Yeah,
It was bad.
And in that trip, we took we went to a bunch of different vape shops. One of which was this old vape shop, and it was actually very nice. I want to give a shout out. I forget your name, but he's a white guy. I know that's very descriptive. A little bit shorter than me, so I'd say anywhere between 5'10" to 5'11". Blonde hair. Very nice.
Are you going to have to give a background description so
his social security
crime artist could come up with a picture?
Sketch artist, yeah. Yeah, so his social security number is, anyway, they were very helpful. We didn't buy anything, but we did have a great discussion. We talked about different mods, different things that we wanted. He had himself a Cartel mod. I forget, I think it was a brass one, because we also saw another one in another vape shop that he was selling and people were offering for like $900. And we checked out another vape shop and saw in person a brass Cartel number 39, and the guy was selling it for like $600. I'm just like, fuck, I would never.
Yeah, I mean, like the Cartel, the Caravella, those mods are always like, dude, they're just really, really expensive, partly because they just didn't make too many of them. I don't exactly understand why anyone would pay that much money. Like, if there was something worth it, like, I know that the Variant is a variable wattage device that goes up to like 200 watts or something crazy like that. And that thing costs like, from the actual vendors, Vicious Ant, who make the Kraken and the Valkyrie, I know that those cost like $600 from them, but if you buy it from a store that they sell it to for $600, they charge like $1,000.
We saw it in person.
Yeah, we saw one at the Vapor Spot, and it's not. It's still not worth it in my opinion, but at least there's something more justifiable because it does something different, which is why it's more justifiable to charge that much money for it. But with the Cartel and the Caravella, all they are mechanicals, and they're not even the best mechanicals out there. The only reason why they're so expensive is because of how rare they are. More of a collector's item, really.
Well, it's the same thing with any mod with any mod that sells well, but even more so with ones with low serial numbers. Like I got a penny mod. I traded, before ever using it, I traded my vanilla for a authentic penny mod, 18490. I traded it for that purpose, but I traded it also because the serial number, which is serial number 50. It's in perfect condition, patinaed. We cleaned it up yesterday. I love using it. I use drippers on it. I have 2 batteries, so I'm able to switch out after one dies. I'm looking for an 18650 version, but I think I'm going to sit on it for a while just because the value is going to go up like crazy, and one, I like it.
Yeah. I mean, like, but the penny mod isn't still worth that much. The difference...
The one's like $300.
Yeah, I know, but like the Caravellas charge like $1,000 because like unlike the penny mod, they only made 100 or 200 period with the Caravella. With the penny, they made 100 to 150 serialized, and then they made a bunch without serials.
The market's polluted.
So it's just it's just a bit, different price ranges for different people. If you want to get one that's probably going to go up in value, then Caravella or Cartel, but I don't think they're going to go up anymore. I think they're at their peak right now.
Get the Variant.
The Variant? That's not going to go up at all.
No, it's just cool.
Yeah, trust me, I would love the Variant, honestly.
Would you give up the Axis for it?
No, I wouldn't give up the Axis for it.
There you go.
I mean, like, nobody would do that trade anyway. Like, the Axis was like $350.
No. What I'm saying is, if you had the option to buy the Axis or the Variant, if money was not an issue.
If money wasn't an issue, I'd probably buy the Variant. But money is always an issue, so.
Money is always an issue.
Like, even if I have $1,000 to where I don't need to save it, I would still buy the cheaper one.
$600. 600 versus that.
Yeah, I would still buy the variant,
Yeah,
but like,
no, I get you.
even if I still had the money for it, I would still get the access. So I had $300 or
Yeah, some money
$250
left
just
over.
left over, yeah, to do whatever I want with it.
You know, there's one other thing that also grinds my gears about LA. We seem somewhat plugged in with all the info that's going on now with vape meets.
Yeah.
But if you guys know of any vape meets that are going in Southern California, let us know. We go to events now, show up, but we're always looking for more things to, just not even just spread our name, to meet new people, hear people's stories, talk. It's always fun just seeing new devices. I mean, whenever we go to vape shops, he brings the Axis and everyone's just like, oh, that! It's like eye candy.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like all these, there's so many vape meets out there, but they're all like, the convention center ones like that.
Which
The ones
isn't a
that
bad
are,
thing.
no, I know, but, and I mean, like, it's not a bad thing, but there's the other ones that are like in shops aren't publicized, so you only know about them if you go to that
Yeah,
shop
I
regularly.
get you.
Like, I've been trying to find out different vape meets online, and I couldn't because, like, I know that there was, back when Alex and I first got affiliated with Majestic Vapes, there was this one vape meet at this place called Vape Day LA, and we had no idea about it, and it was like, oh yeah, it happened 2 days ago. It's like, okay, well, how do we find out about these sort of things,
There's a vape meet in Ontario. I think we looked at this, right?
Yeah, ECC.
Yeah.
It's in
5th, 6th, and 7th.
of September, yeah. I wish I could go to that.
The day before my birthday.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that.
Send me gifts!
I'll be in Boston with orientation for college, so I won't be able to do that anyway.
October 18th and 19th in Long Beach.
October. See, like, the thing is most of these vape meets
All later.
are either earlier in the year or later in the year. There's none like in the summer. So, we can't
OC
really...
Vapors, August 2nd.
OC Vapor?
Yeah, I
Where
won't
is
be
it?
here.
Oh, August 2nd? Yeah, you're not going to be here. I don't know where I'll be.
Hell.
I'll probably be here.
I think this video is actually more entertaining than the rest of ours just because we seem more relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, we're sort of tired. We just woke up. So,
I just had coffee. I look like a zombie, especially in my dusty sweater.
okay, next up on our list of things to talk about is the Axis. Now, I'm going to be doing a full review of this later, no doubt in my mind. There's just a few things that I want to say that will be also mentioned in the review. The main thing that I want to say is I ordered this online from this website called Shmovapes, and I ordered it. They're centralized outside of London, I believe, somewhere in the UK, and I bought it from them, and I got it a week later, which first of all blows my mind since I bought it like 3 days before July 4th, and you'd think that like July 4th would totally fuck up the entire mail system for a few days at least, but I got it the Monday after July 4th weekend, and that was absolutely insane. That's one of the things that I applaud from Shmovapes. And when I got it, and this is nothing that's bad with the actual device, it's because it's handcrafted, but the back panel right here comes off to show the batteries, and it's held in by magnets. And when I first got it, I took it off, and it felt really, really tough to take off, so I decided to, just keep, opening and closing it just so it would, sort of adjust, because it's made out of wood, so it's sort of file itself. But after the first time of me opening it, and closing it, I couldn't get it back open again. So I contacted Shmovapes, and keep in mind that we're on a different time zone, so I contacted them. It was about 1 a.m., midnight their time, and I got a response, like within 10 minutes of me emailing them. And
That's really surprising.
that's literally the best thing that's the best customer service that I've encountered in any situation, not just e-cigs, in my entire life. I've never had that much commitment to their website, and I strongly applaud that, and it's one of the most respectable things that I've seen out of a company, and they helped me figure it out, and they said that if it didn't work, then I would be able to mail it back, they would give me a refund, it would be completely fine. And I probably in the future, if I need to buy anything online, if I can't find anything locally, then I will buy from them, even though they're on the farther than the East Coast, even though they are on a different different country across the Atlantic
It
Ocean.
just left a good.
I'm still going to buy from them, and I support them for absolutely everything that they do. And it's just absolutely amazing the response that I got from them. I wish I had your name. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but the person that responded to me was really nice. He was really confused as to why I wasn't opening either. But what I ended up doing was I just took a mouse pad that had a bunch of more of a grip, and Alex actually opened it when he got here. So yeah, that was. I just want to applaud them. That was one of the best experiences I've ever had with buying something.
You guys can't see it, but I'm looking down. I'm not looking on my phone for stupid stuff. I'm looking at mod-related stuff. I'm looking at a mod trader page for Los Angeles, specifically looking for mod events, but everything, as you would assume, is literally just for mods trading. So I'm looking for another type of page where I can find mod-related events.
Yeah, if you guys know Facebook groups or know any events coming up in the Southern California area, whether it be LA, Orange County, Long Beach, Huntington Beach, anything like that, the Valley, whatever, just let us know, and we will be glad to take your request upon that. And if you go, then you'll probably see us there as well.
Whoa, that's not good.
What?
Someone wrote a review on Vape Day LA.
In a bad way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We won't share that.
No, that's none of our business, man.
Yeah.
We've had good experiences there. It's all good.
Okay, number 3.
So...
Yeah, we have a list, by the way, just so we don't forget anything.
My big thing happened 2 days ago where my balls finally dropped and I actually decided to start building. My first build was on the CLT by Infinite, which is their version of an authentic dripper. It's a mixture of the Helios and the Tobe, and you can literally take the top cap off of the CLT, put the top cap of the Tobe on it, and it will actually stay and fit. I've tried that, and it was even mentioned on a few pages I belong to on Facebook. And I built it with, my first build was with 26 gauge wire. It was not a center post build, it was just a regular old build that I was able to do for the first one. I built it, and the first time I built it, it was at 0.49 ohms, and then I kind of fucked it up while trying to push the coils together as I was firing it. So I rebuilt it, and it went down to about 0.39 ohms.
Yeah, he was using the tweezers to push the coils together while he was firing it, so it shorted it. And also the coils were over the edge of the actual deck. But the thing about the CLT, if you know Infinite, they make a lot of clones out there. Like I have a Stingray clone by Infinite that I did a review on a while ago. And yeah, they usually make clones, so they decided to make their own atomizer that was, like Alex said, sort of a combination between the Helios and a Tobe. And the only complaint I really have with it is the fact that the O-rings are so small and they don't really hold the device that well. Because if you just hold the top cap
the CLT?
and you start, if you hold the top cap and you just start wiggling it, the mod will fall off with it. So like if you do that with anything, like I have,
don't do that.
It's not coming off. Right now it's not screwed in all the way, but it's not coming off. It's like, I could do this all day and nothing will happen. So.
Well, the good news for me is I won't be doing that anytime soon.
Well, yeah, but like it's just like, if it's in your pocket and you go to get the actual mod by the top cap, it could,
it'll come off.
You'll just have the top cap in your hand. You won't know what to do. You'll just be like, how do I fix this?
You. Anyway, yeah, I did that. I was pretty proud of myself to the point where, I really want to go out and get wire like right now. Go home and build all of the drippers that I have and then build my Genesis, which will probably make me want to slip my wrists. But I won't do it because Tommy said don't do it.
Honestly, when it comes to Genesis, you have to sort of perfect building your coils first, because even though putting coils on a RDA is different than a Genesis style, you just have to perfect the actual wrapping of the coils, because if that is off a little, the Genesis will be a bitch to build, because it needs to be completely spot on for you to build.
The worst part is my Genesis.
Well, yeah, that's the thing that I don't understand. Like, why do these why do these companies make Genesis style atomizers without a fill hole? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Thank God the Proud T is very good. I love it. RJ Mods did a great job. The only issue I would have is the fill hole, which is completely non-existent.
And personally, most people would not buy it for that very reason. I mean, like...
$200 Jenny.
Because you can't... I mean, like, you can get a Kraken for $150, an authentic Kraken for $150, $50 cheaper. Or any other, like, I'm just saying the Kraken because I have that one. Basically any other Genesis is cheaper.
Is there a big difference between the Kraken Authentic and the Kraken Clone?
No, but I'm just saying, like, because for price similarities.
Sake. Yeah.
Like, there's barely any Genesis-style atomizers out there that are over $200, and if you find one over $200, you're fucking wasting your money. I know that there's some out there
that are like
$300, and I'm like, what's the, you know, like, it does the exact same thing. But getting off track, the point is that if you Genesis-style atomizers are supposed to have fill holes there, because if they don't, how the fuck are you supposed to fill it?
Take apart the entire thing.
Like, if you use cotton to wick it, then you have to take that cotton out. And if any of you guys build with cotton on a Genesis, you know how fucking hard it is to put that cotton through.
Oh my God.
With the tank section on there. I mean, it's all gravity, and it's all just pushing it down from the top. And since it's not a sturdy piece of material, it bends, and you just have to mess with it a lot. It takes like 10 minutes.
I've literally figured out how to do it. What I do is I take the screwdriver flathead, one that's small enough to fit through the hole, and I get just enough cotton in, and then I start pushing it down with the screwdriver.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's still like...
No, you shouldn't have to do that.
I mean, I'm going to start getting into building with stainless steel mesh just because that's a sturdy piece of material, and you can just take it out, put it back in. And I'm guessing that's what the Proud T is meant for, you know.
Oh, 100%.
The only problem with that is you have to torch it, and that's just the pain in the ass. It's too much work.
I say I'm not going to do that now, but I'll probably end up doing it later.
I mean, like, I sort of have the same mindset with my devices that I do with that PBSardo has, in the sense, I want something that does what it's supposed to with the least amount of work possible. And because, you know, there's no point in getting something that requires more work, you know. If you can get the same performance out of something, and you don't need to do as much with it, then sure. But that's the problem with stainless steel mesh, because you have to torch it, and then you have to roll it up, and then put it in. It's like, it's just too much to do.
I found out what the BFM stands for.
I've never even heard that phrase before you mentioned it to me.
The BFM, it's the 26650, the thing that's like this big.
Well, that's how big 26650s are. Do you mean the one that's like really tall?
No. Just a single 26650. Brian had it. It stands for Big Fucking Mod. It's by Bay City Vapors. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen it. You don't need to show me a picture. I'll just look at it later.
It's fine.
But so yeah, I went to Good Vapor yesterday. We just talked for a bit.
You did?
Yeah, we went to Good Vapor.
Oh yeah.
And we talked with Jesse for a bit. But when I went out there, I ended up picking up some. What is that?
That's the.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brian.
Yeah,
that's the Big Fucking Mod.
Yeah. So yeah, I picked up another Ripe Vapes flavor. If you remember from I think it was our last or two ago, Thirsty Thursday. I picked up a pear almond right here. Pear almond.
Permand?
Yeah, there we go. Pear almond. And then I picked up some
bottle.
Key lime cookie. So I've been using these pretty constantly.
If you will excuse me, I will be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
They have so Ripe Vapes has like 5 flavors now, I believe. They have pear almond, key lime cookie, VCT, which is a vanilla custard tobacco. They have monkey snack, which is like a peanut butter, and then they have this new one called coconut Thai, which apparently is it's not released yet, but they're sort of like distributing it to a few stores to see if they like it. And it's like a coconut lemon sort of thing. And it sounds really interesting. My phone, I'm using it as a list thing, as I said before. and I am just putting it off the table so it doesn't vibrate. But yeah, they are really good flavors, and let me just vape on it. This is key lime cookie, by the way. I really do like it. Thing I don't like so much about it is it sort of tastes a lot like pear almond, and I do like the flavor, but like it just tastes too similar to be a different flavor. I do get it has that sort of almond extract in it, that almond extract flavor in it that sort of is also in pear almond, but it also has a lot more of the Applejack sort of note to it, so that's why I picked it up, because it tasted like Apple Jacks to me, which I really did like. But yeah, also we got Jesse gave us a bottle of like a little left, like 2 milliliters left of this juice called Philip Rock, creme de la creme. I haven't tried it yet, but according to Jesse, it's one of the best juice lines out there, and they only release their juice once every 3 months. So if you guys know anybody that has one of those juices, or know anybody, or know any more information on that juice line, let me know, because I would really like to learn more about it, because if Jesse talks about it being one of the good juices, because Jesse only carries, Good Vapor in Beverly Hills only carries really top line juices, and I'm not kidding, like they only have around 5 lines of juices, but they're all the top juices that I've ever tried. So I'm trying to find more about this, because I believe Jesse's word over basically most other people. What?
The bottle? Mm. It smells like coffee.
Yeah.
Is that the point?
No, it's like sort of a custard, I believe. I'm not sure though. I haven't tried it yet. I don't even know the description of the flavor.
There's one flavor of custard that I will try, that I'll have.
But, what was I gonna say? Next thing. So, the K-Fun clone that I have.
Oh, God.
I tried something recently. So if you know, on this one, I think it's the 3.1 clone, there's 3 holes. There's 2 holes on one side, and then there's one on this side right here. And what I tried doing was I tried filling it from that one hole, because that's the hole that you would fill it with. And instead of, taking the top off and doing that whole process like normal people do. So I just tried doing that to see if it was easy, if it was harder to do, whatever. And the weird thing is it worked. And then when I went to do it the second time, for when I was trying to fill it after it was empty, it worked, but then I started getting a shit ton of dry hits, and I was really confused as to why. And I'm still confused as to why, but the thing that I've sort of concluded was after that happened, I tried taking off the top so I could empty it out into a container and then rebuild it or re-wick it, because the cotton was too dry. Because if the cotton gets dry and then you keep vaping it while it's dry, it starts to burn a bit, and then even if there's liquid on it, the burnt cotton, you're inhaling a bunch of bad like carcinogens, and basically if that ever happens to you, just re-wick it or rebuild it in general, because you don't want to be inhaling that.
Yeah, you don't want to inhale trash.
Right, so what I ended up doing was I took off this top, and right when I untwisted it a bit, because the K-Fun's built on a pressure system, all of these air bubbles just started coming up from the top, because what I think was this was twisted down too much, and I twisted the screw in for the fill hole too much, to the point where no liquid was going in because the pressure system was all fucked up. So I untwisted that a bit, then I vaped on it for a few, and it was working perfectly, but still there was still burnt cotton in there, so I just rebuilt it. Yeah, as you can see, it's working perfectly fine. So there's no burnt taste or anything, it just tastes like a normal K-Fun flavor. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this Thirsty Thursday. We're trying to find out new ideas about what we want to do for Thirsty Thursdays, because as you can tell, this is basically how it's been since we started. So if you have any other suggestions about what you would like us to do, like if you would like us to go and review a few vape shops, or go and just do tours of things, or just, things like that, let us know, and we will, because that's what our main goal is. And also there is a big event that Alex and I are planning coming up, so if you just stay tuned for that. It's still in the works, so we can't really tell you anything about it right now. But it's a pretty big situation that we're trying to figure out to see if it's possible to see what the logistics are of it. But stay tuned for that. Also, the giveaway is coming up. August 3rd is the last day of it. You will be getting you'll be getting these 4 juices.
The line, the complete line from Lost Art Liquids, which by far is overall very good. I love Unicorn's Puke, and I'm sure you guys will love it too.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about Lost Art Liquids because they've been they sort of exploded recently. They've had a lot of success, and they're very good juices, and I love all of them. Personally, my 2 favorites are Unicorn's Puke and the Bee's Knees, but I do like all of them. So either way, that giveaway is coming up, and we'll be planning on trying to do more giveaways as time goes on. Also, in the comments, if you guys have any suggestions on how you think that we should do this channel going forward after I go to Boston, we already have an idea, but if you guys have other suggestions, like if you've seen any other videos where people do reviews where there's somebody in a different area, then just feel free to email us or comment in the section letting us know what you guys think. We're open to suggestions as always. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you guys like this video, give us a like, subscribe, all of that good stuff. You know what to do. And we will catch you guys with next Tuesday's review videos.
What's a review?